A recent Africa Import and Export Trade Expo in Nairobi created a traders meeting avenue that sought to increase trade relations on the continent. Kenya's balance of trade in 2012 stood at 800 million shillings, an 8.7% increase from 2011.
Trade between African countries is like only about 10%. And by that I mean what Kenya buys from the other African countries is not more than 10% of her imports. The same case applies to Uganda. What Uganda buys from other African countries is about 10% of her total inputs.
Regional integration among African countries has been identified as a key contributor to increased trade as countries benefit from economies of scale. This creates a benefit to trade blocs.
Countries benefit from trading with each other, and that is why we came up with the idea of introducing or developing an export and import fair. Yes, which again we aim at going around, revolving around African countries to actually also deepen and strengthen intra-Africa trade.
Although the COMESA member countries have seen an increase in trade relations, Kenya's exports to Eastern African countries have dwindled over time due to failures in trade agreements.
Kenyan exports have already gone down by about 15%. One, we have a lot of non-tariff barriers. And a good example, not mentioning countries, drive a Kenyan registered vehicle, which is a transport vehicle above 1 ton. You drive in this country and you will not do more than 10 kilometers without being stopped by policemen. That is one way of, that's a non-tariff barrier.
Egypt is the #1 importer of Kenyan tea. Apart from the agricultural produce, the country has emerged as a preferred trade partner with Kenya, despite political strife affecting the country.
We had a trade balance, it's reaching already $500 million, which is one of the biggest balances in the region. And also Kenya is Egypt and Kenya are the first partner in the COMESA region, and we are looking forward to increase this number. And I said before that maybe by 2020 the balance will reach $1 billion, because there is a lot of potentials between our two countries.
European market is closed, so the only one option that they have is to look south. And south, Kenya happens to be the gateway to East and Central Africa. So I do believe that is why Egypt is very, very keen on entering into the Kenyan market. And once they're into the Kenyan market, it opens their gateways to the Eastern, the entire of East African region.
Meet Mohammed Ameen, an Egyptian textile dealer who attended the Trade Expo to scout for potential Kenyan partners in his business.
I looked for the markets here. Here is a big problem. The big problem is the same product in all showrooms. So the same product, the same material. There is no competition between the retailers. We have a different designs here, so the retailer can take a good benefit with our products.
The Kenyan people, during their fight for independence, as you may know also, there is descendants in Kenya coming from the south of Egypt, as you may know, from the Nuba and the mountains. And also beyond that, also we have this fraternity, the brotherly relation between our two countries, and the common comprehension between our two people and leaderships.
He has also noticed his fair share of challenges with Kenyan products, and he has seen this as an opportunity for him.
We have more competitors. We are not playing alone. We're playing with other big competitors, like China, like Emirates. But I think we will go to this market soon. Egypt will be in Kenya for all of the upholstery fabrics and curtains.
The recent launch of a 5.6 billion Bath 19 at the Kenyan coast is expected to boost intra-Africa trade through increased efficiency in clearing container units.
Before the launch, you remember there was that time where free space was given to Rwanda and Uganda at the port, where they could be able to pay all their duties. And that problem we had where goods meant for export were being dumped within the country. Now nobody can do that.
So is Egypt the only country focused on doing business with Kenya?
I'm not the only one who's to see that there is a lot of potential in Africa. Even the European countries and Western countries, they see that. That's why they're rushing to Africa and they're trying to make profit. Even countries like China, India, they have a lot of, they look at Africa with the positive view, and it's the same. And as I said, our relation is beyond history. So let's continue and to keep these relations and to improve it.